Hey, Moms and Master Books. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Hey, the warehouse, I've been down to the warehouse and we have some new arrivals that have come in. I just want to bring them to your attention. Number one is a new book, Glass House, Shattering the Myth of Evolution. It's produced by the team at Answers in Genesis. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. And Darwinian evolution has a lot of faults in it. And this book refutes so many things. And instead of taking punches that a lot of times Christian people who believe in the biblical account of creation seem like we're always on the defensive, there's enough information in this book that if you believe in Darwinian evolution, if you believe in millions of years, right, you should be concerned about the evidence, because the evidence points to design and an intelligent creator far more than it does to time and chance. And so this project is really exciting. I think it was a #1 bestseller on Amazon last week in Christian apologetics. And there's some things they tried to keep it at a lay level, but of course, when you get into scientific fact and stuff, it can be a little bit challenging. So this is a new one that's available on masterbooks.com. It's in stock, so highly encourage that book. Another one we've talked about in the past, so I'm not going to go through too much on it, is The Very Best Plan, a book on marriage. It all starts with a groom and a bride when they promise to live side by side. This is the very best plan you see, because that's how God meant marriage to be. Marriage is under attack, and God had a plan for marriage, and this book is really a great way to address with our children and just begin laying foundations, because even at the early ages, there's an attack against the institution of marriage, against the institution of sex, and who are families, the males and females, and all of these things. And so this is just a really good resource to plant those seeds with your kids. Another one that I am very excited about is Dinosaur Fun. I am going to switch to the other camera just so you can see this book. Dinosaur Fun with letters. There is a carrying handle so that you could your kids can carry this book. And each letter has a dinosaur: Allosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Camposaurus, Diplodocus. You got it. Edmonishi. Admonishi. I don't know. I have a clue. Fabrosaurus. And each one has something that begins: God placed Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden to care for plants and animals. Dinosaurs 2, Genesis 2. So this book actually is pretty neat in that it has place for each of the letters. I probably needed this more than you can imagine. Oof. My teachers would be so proud that I'm actually doing this. But I'm left-handed, so of course I will smear my ink. There we go. They would mark that wrong. So we have that, and then it's easy to erase it, and we can practice it again. So this is able to use with any dry erase board marker. And it does come off. It just needs, it'd be good to have a damp cloth or something like that. So we have different dinosaurs, each one with a little bit of reading, and then a place that they could practice their letters. So that is available now on the website. And this is just a great book to go along with a kindergarten, preschool, first grade type resource, especially if your child likes dinosaurs. So in stock and ready to ship. One last one I'll show you, because I know a lot of you are either at the Ark Encounter or you've either been there or you're planning on going. The Ark Science Book. One of the last times that my family was there, what I noticed was a lot of people were standing there trying to get pictures of all the signs at the Ark, because there's so much information. The thing is so big and there's so much information. So one of the things that we did was we created a book. It's the Ark Science Book, and every sign that is at the Ark is featured in this book. And so you're able to actually, instead of having to stand there and try to capture pictures, you can enjoy the walk, and then you can see the displays and all of the different pictures that are on the walls and the information, because it's so rich of information. And so at masterbooks.com, you can also find this resource of each area, like the animal care exhibit, and it shows how they took care of the watering and the feed, how they dealt with reptiles and picky eaters. Each of these is a display in the Ark itself. And so all of these beautiful signs are just displayed in a way that you're able to look at it. Let's see. They have so much phenomenal stuff there. Anyways, but you're able to get an idea of even just the geology, polysterate fossils, warped rocks, all of the evidence that people use to point to creation. We use to point to creation, even though it's used for evidence to point somewhere else. So this book, Ark Signs, the retail is $16.99. I think it's 20% off that at masterbooks.com. If you're going to take a trip this summer to the Ark, this might even be a good resource to get beforehand and just kind of do some look-throughs and understand and familiarize yourself, so that when you do get to the Ark and you see the displays, you already have a little bit of this is what it was about. So this would be a good unit study. This would be great for a field trip type approach to the Ark Encounter. If you haven't been, we highly encourage you to go to the Ark Encounter. It is an incredible experience for a family, especially for vacation. So those are 4 things that we have that have come into the warehouse that are really exciting, that I hope bless a lot of your families. And y'all have a great weekend. God bless you guys. We sure do like being part of this community with you.